That picture in the foreground is Eddie Baker. You can't blame him for looking so cheerful. You see, today, after 3 years in uniform, he finally goes back to civilian life.
The thing I'm gonna miss most about this place is sitting down to them nice little intimate dinners for 4,000.
This is Fifi Laverne. She's a singer, and what she sings mostly is that highbrow, cultured, dignified stuff.
What do you mean I'm off key, you tone-deaf muttonhead? One more crack like that and I'll beat your ugly head in.
Now, when I ran into these rather, shall we say, odd characters, or rather, shall we say, odd thing happened?
I wonder, should I kill him now or wait till later so it'll be easier to hide the corpse?
A sweet, lovable fella, namely me, get mixed up with a low-down bunch of Sharpies, namely Eddie Baker and Fifi Laverne? Answer: because I applied for the job of disc jockey on the campus radio station. Dr. Burkhardt, I dropped in to see if you've made up your mind about me and that disc jockey job. You'll be doing the college a tremendous favor if you pick me, because I'm loaded, but loaded with exactly the right kind of talent.
You're loaded with something, Mr. Gillis, that's for sure.
Thank you, ma'am, I think.
As a matter of fact, I was just looking over your application
Good.
and your grades.
Bad.
Mr. Gillis, I must ask you a most important question. My decision depends on your answer.
The answer is yes.
No, Mr. Gillis.
The answer is no?
Mr. Gillis.
I really want this job, ma'am. I'll give you any answer you want, just name it.
Mr. Gillis, what I want to know is, how do you stand on the subject of payola?
Pay what-a?
Payola. Say, for example, that someone from a record company offered to slip you a little money under the table if you would play their records on the air.
That's sneaky and dishonest. It's bribery.
I take it then, Mr. Gillis, that you would never accept money for playing anyone's record.
I'd die first.
Congratulations, Mr. Gillis. You are, as of this moment, the new campus disc jockey.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Burkhardt. Thank you. This is a great honor. It's like becoming president or a Supreme Court judge or a doctor on television.
Oh, well, I like it too, Mr. Gillis, because the reputation of our college is safe. How can we get into trouble when we have a disc jockey who never even heard of payola?
Pay what?
Payola? Sure, I heard of it. It's a hunk of colored wax, and you write with it on sidewalks.
Here, that's Crayola, and what I'm talking about is entirely different. It can get you in big trouble.
Oh, writing on sidewalks can get you in big trouble, too.
Maynard.
Depending on what you write and how you spell it. I was the only kid in high school flunked spelling because of what he wrote on Chester between 18th and 19th.
Maynard, enough. I was only trying to explain that I'm fully aware of the great responsibility involved in being the campus disc jockey.
Oh, we're with you, Dobe.
I realize it requires honesty and integrity and high principles.
We're with you, Dobe.
This college is going to get the cream of my musical taste.
We're in trouble, Dobe.
What do you mean?
No offense, Dobe, but the cream of your musical talent is Chubby Checker sings the best of Noel Coward.
Well, anyway, this job means a lot to me, and I'm going to give it everything I've got.
On account of the responsibility.
That's part of it.
And it's a big thing for the school.
That's part of it.
And it'll help you get girls.
Well...
And that's all of it, and I rest my case.
Well, I've latched onto a good deal, and I will never, I repeat, never blow it by getting mixed up with payola.
Nuts to payola.
Goodbye to payola.
Down with payola.
The heck with payola.
Hey, Dobe.
What?
What's payola?
Payola? Oh, no, that stuff is big trouble.
For shame, son, talking like that about a fine, honorable racket that kept us in the chips all them years.
Hey, what else it did was send me to the pokey. And I promised the warden I'd go straight.
Go straight. I'll thank you not to use such language in the presence of your mother.
I'm sorry, Mom, but I can't go back to that kind of business, honest.
Honest? Where did you pick up all them nasty words?
Sorry, Mom, but my head's made up. No more payola. Anyways, I've been away too long. I'm out of touch.
True, but I ain't.
You mean?
I mean, rock and roll is dead, but the hot item today is folk singing. Send out the gongs, let's go.
My neighbors in the next cell was a quartet that was all the time singing that kind of stuff. The Four Forges. Anyway, Mom, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't going...
I also picked you up a classy new singing type who's gonna record your songs for you.
Hi, Eddie. Remember me?
Hey, Fifi Laverne. From the chorus line at the old club Hot Stuff.
In the flesh. Only I ain't Fifi Laverne no more. Your old lady, bless her heart, changed all that.
Call me Mom. And I done it because a folk singer's got to have an honest, old-fashioned name.
Yeah, so meet Prudence Virtue.
Prudence Virtue?
Yeah, kind of fits me, doesn't it, Eddie?
Prudence Virtue?
Yeah, and I taught her how to sing like a Prudence Virtue.
Prudence Virtue?
Here, render us up a rendition, kid.
Okie dokie.
Prudence virtue.
For my very next number, I'd like to sing a song of the working folk. Call out the dogs and let's go hunting. Got my fella and I'll never let him go. Yes, I got my fella and I'll never let him go. Never, never let him go. You've tried to keep him, but I told you so. Told me he loved me, but I don't know what to do. Yes, he told me he loved me, now I don't know what I'll do. Shouldn't, Lord, I'll let him go. You've tried to keep him, but I told you so. Never did, but I tried, I told you so.
Hey, Ma, she's another Tennessee Ernie.
What do you think, son? This canary here folksy enough?
She's as American as pizza pie.
For my next number,
Oh, knock it off, Shantuzy. We're talking business. Now, as soon as the Shantuzy records them songs on an album, the only thing you've got to do is take it around to the disc jockeys. Sprinkle the loot around so they play the album 40, 50 times a day, and in 2 shakes of a cop's hat, we're back on Moolah Road.
Okay, Mom, you win. I'll take another crack at payola.
That's my sonny boy. Now, the first thing we do is take them records to some jerkwater college, and we gotta find us some drippy college disc jockey what never heard of payola.
And butter him up good so he keeps playing our records.
Yeah, but with finesse so that nobody don't know that he's getting buttered. Clever?
Yeah. What we need is a typical college student. Clean cut, straight shooting, trustworthy, with absolutely no brains.
And so, music lovers, we ring down the old curtain on another fascinating old session of the old Dobie-Gillis Recordsville show. Ta-ta till tomorrow at the same old time, and don't take any wooden platters.
Got you, my cuddly little DJ.
Hi, Zelda. Bye, Zelda.
When I call you DJ Snookums, I don't mean just this jockey. What I mean is darling jerk, because you're too stupid to know that sooner or later you're going to be mine.
I vote for later, Zelda, much later.
Oh, you poor blind fool. Why do you forever run from me?
Run, I can't even creep.
But look what you're missing, Poop. See this face, these lips, this figure.
No offense, Zelda, but what figure?
Well, it's in here someplace, and it's yours, all yours.
Zelda, while I am, of course, overwhelmed by your generous offer, I'm afraid I must reject it. I'm so busy these days with my musical career that I've got no time for girls.
You? Oh, come now.
Zelda, I bid you a happy pizzicato and farewell.
Dobie, do you mean you'd feel differently about me if I were a big recording star?
Well, sure, but let's face it, Zelda, you're not.
True, but let's face it, dollface, I could be.
Zelda, that's ridiculous. Zelda, I get scared when I see that gleam in those beady little eyes.
Now, hear this. I can, as you well know, do anything I set my mind to. Remember when I decided to become a cross-country runner?
You ran all the way across the country.
Right. Now I intend to apply the same super-efficient methods and giant brain to the task of becoming a singing sensation. Let's see you wriggle away from me then, Buster.
All right. So if you make up your mind, you can develop a voice like Dinah Shore.
If I make up my mind, I can develop a voice like Mitch Miller and all the boys.
True. That still wouldn't make you a big recording star. To sell a lot of albums, you need something else.
Namely what?
Namely, a knockout picture of yourself on the cover. That's what it takes these days.
And I can sing, too.
Hey, Zell, which button lowers the landing gear?
Maynard, take the picture already. I need it for the cover of my album.
I'd like to, Zell, but I'm scared of the dark.
Take the picture.
All right, Zell, say butter.
It's cheese. Thanks, Bubbles. Maynard, you know what will happen to you if Dobie finds out about this clever trick, don't you?
The kind of trick it is sneaky. Yeah, I know. No matter where I go to hide, you'll find me.
Right.
And no matter how hard I fight, you'll overpower me.
Right.
And then you'll kiss me.
Right.
No, Zell, no, I'll do anything to keep that from happening.
That's the story of my life, but for once it comes in handy. Now, come on over here and we'll record my new song.
Gotcha, Chief.
You sure you know how to work this equipment?
What's to know? Any dumb-headed monkey could do it, and that don't answer your question, does it?
All you have to do is keep the levels up. Take me in your arms and never let me go. Whisper to me softly while the moon is low. Hold me close and tell me what I want to know. Say it to me gently, let the sweet talk flow. Come a little closer, make love to me. Baby, 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 kiss me once again before we say goodnight. Take me in your loving arms and squeeze me tight. Ooh, put me in a mood mood so I can dream all night. Everybody's sleeping, so it's quite all right. Come a little closer, 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 closer. Make love to me. To me. Mwah! Well, Maynard, how did that sound?
Okay, Zell, ready anytime you are.
Popular request, namely mine, I am now going to...
What we'll do to them college kids is murder.
Yeah, we got the right kid, all right.
Ooh, I think he's cute.
I don't know about cute. We checked up on him, and what he is dumb.
Hey, Mom, what did you say his name was?
My name's Dobie Gillis, and your name is Zelda Gilroy, and it's never going to be Mrs. Dobie Gillis, so please flake off.
Watch that talk. What will your audience say when they hear how you talk to America's #1 recording sensation?
Zelda, please.
And that's exactly what I will be once the world hears my album. I call it Songs to Drive Men Wild By. Catchy title, huh? And you're going to play it on your program.
Me, oh no.
You, oh yes. Wait till you see this.
Zelda. Zelda, who is this?
Yours truly, of course.
I recognize the face, such as it is, but the rest of you...
Is me, every curvy, cuddly inch.
Zelda, you mean that under that, there's this?
Naturally, didn't you know? So, of course, you'll play the album on your program.
Zelda, my sweet, let's take a little stroll down by the river.
Later, lover. I'm off to record another album. I shall call it simply Zelda Sings.
Will it have your picture on the cover?
But of course, if you play this one on your show.
I'll play it.
Not now, Poopsie. Play it at dinner time. That's when the most people are listening. Adieu, Dreamboat. Till we meet again. After the album is played.
That's Dobie, sir, with a B.
Yeah, that's what I said, Dopey with a B. Hey, you look great, kid, just great. Don't Dopey look great, kids?
Great!
Yeah, they say you look great.
Well, thank you, sir, but I don't believe...
My name is Eddie Baker. I'm from Gigantic Records.
Yeah?
My card.
Your card? Uh-huh. This says Monumental Records.
How about that? I guess while I was out on my coffee break, we took over another company. Listen, I would like you should meet my sweet, lovable old mother.
Call me Mom, but I am sweet, lovable, and old.
And my East vocal recording artist, the one and only Prudence Virtue.
Call out the dogs and let's go.
Not now, Prudence, dear. Prudence just finished a zingy new album, Songs of the Open-Toed Sandal.
Songs of the Open...
Call out the dogs and let's go.
Cut it, will you, sweetheart? Cut it. Mom showed Dope in the album. Yeah, it's a gas. Ask any DJ from NY to LA to DC. But I'm letting you air it first, kid, because you and me, we went to the same school.
Oh, you were a student at S. Peter Pryor College?
Sure, I'm an aluminum in this joint. What a thrill it brings to my heart to return here to the old ultimatum.
Oh, well, when did you graduate?
Class of 38.
But the school didn't open till 1945.
He went to the night school.
But we don't have a night school.
No wonder he kept flunking out.
Okay, so I don't remember those little details so good. My head's too full of big business deals, like giving you Prudence's album so you can play it all day long for all these college cats.
Oh, well, I'll be very happy to play it.
I like that boy.
In a few months. My program's all booked up right now.
I hate that boy.
Now listen here, Junior.
I'm sorry, Mr. Baker, but there's nothing I can do at the present.
Present. Did you hear that, son? He asked for the present. Give it to him.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. I got you, Mom. The present. Yeah.
Huh?
Hey, kid.
Huh? What's this?
Well, it's $20 because you're an outstanding example of fine, upstanding young American boyhood.
You rang? Hey, if you're handing out loot for being sweet and lovable, you might as well kick in right now because Maynard G. Krebs is here.
Who's this meathead?
This is my chief sound engineer, Maynard G. Krebs.
Oh. Now, Dopey, about this album.
Maybe I can squeeze it in next month. Gee, you're a nice man.
Sure words were never spoken. Don't you forget it.
I think you're a nice man, too.
Ah, the hitchhiker. Now, Dopey, I'd sure appreciate if you could move the album up to this month.
Impossible. This month I'm playing only my girlfriend's album. I promised her. How about that, huh?
You got a girlfriend, huh?
Yeah.
Here, take her to dinner at some classy dive.
Hey, she'd like that.
Don't tell me you also got a girlfriend.
No, but I ate enough for 2. Maybe 3.
Maynard, your dinner is over.
This kid is smarter than he looks.
You'd have to be.
Dopey, when are you gonna play Prudence's album?
The first chance I get.
That's all right. I got a lot of patience. I can wait. How about tonight at 6, huh? It's very important.
Mr. Baker, you're the most generous man I ever met in my whole life.
Why not? If I like a fella, I'd give him the shirt off my back.
Okay, let's have it. It'll go good with my new sneakers if I ever find some.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
Take it easy, son. They're playing it safe. The Internal Revenue boys can't never catch them if they take part of their payoff in merchandise.
All right, all right. All I can say is things sure has changed since I've been away.
Mr. Baker, as long as you're in such a giving mood, I kind of like the looks of that...
Now, hold it.
Son?
All right, here, enjoy.
Dibs on them slacks.
Maynard, enough.
It's too much.
Ooh, what a beautiful raccoon coat. One of nature's noble persons.
Come on, Mom, Prudence, let's get out of here before they want my skin.
Now that you mention it. Hey, Indian giver, what about the shirt?
Fine. I'll be listening to the show tonight at 6 o'clock.
I hope you like the show.
I better.
Nice fella.
A prince. I just wish there was some way I could do him a favor.
Do yourself a favor, Rocco, and tune into that college station. What you're gonna hear is the sweet as money voice of Prudence Virtue.
Oh, golly, I'm so excited. My radio debut. I'll never forget this day if I live to be 20.
Yeah, Rocco, it's one of them hit colleges. But you know these days the kids pick the hits. Sure, the campus DJ flipped for it. Wait till you hear the send-off he gives
DJ,
us.
spinning some winning old tunes your way. Tonight, we're featuring a sensational new album by a sensational little gal who I predict is gonna go right to the top with this one.
Did you hear that?
And here she is now, waxing her way into your hearts. A great shape, a great person, and a great singer of songs. Zelda Gilroy.
Zelda Gilroy. Zelda Gilroy.
Take me in your arms
Dirty,
and never...
double-crossing rat.
Gee, Eddie, they don't sound much like me.
Stick around, Rocco. I'll call you back.
Come on, son. We're gonna straighten out that fake.
First, I'm gonna twist him up. Then we'll straighten him out.
Baby, kiss me once again before we say goodnight. Take me in.
Straighten me out? Well, thanks, Mr. Baker. If you mean...
Did you or did you not accept a fistful of loot from me?
He did. I'm a witless.
Maynard, that's witness, and so did you.
Are you trying to tell me you don't know why I gave you the money?
That's right, sir.
Nobody can be that stupid.
He can, me too.
Damn dumb idiots. I gave you the money so you'd play Prudence's album.
Ain't you never heard of payola?
Payola? What's payola?
Payola is a legal compensation for playing records.
Oh, what's illegal? When you finish with that, what's compensation? Records, I know.
Mr. Baker, I think I understand why you're sore. You slipped us some money to do something for you, but we haven't done it.
Oh, bright boy.
All right, bright boy. What do you intend to do?
I intend to see that you get exactly what you got coming.
That's better.
Like when?
Like right now. Would you mind clearing the booth, please? It's a little crowded in here.
And you're gonna take care of us right now, kid. True?
True. 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 Maynard, is my microphone on?
How can I tell?
Yeah, you see that microphone switch?
Uh-huh.
Put it in the on position.
Ooh, what an age we live in.
Amazing. Attention all students and faculty of S. Peter Pryor College. I interrupt this disc jockey program for a special announcement. This is my last broadcast as disc jockey on this station. I've done a shameful, shabby thing, but it's not too late to make amends. I've accepted a bribe to play a record. The bribe was given to me by Mr. Eddie Baker, who's now standing outside the broadcasting booth. I'm sorry, and I stand ready to take the consequences of my part in this loathsome scheme.
Officer, arrest that man.
My actions were reprehensible, disgusting, and dumb.
Harder! I'll get you, Gillis, or my name ain't Eddie Baker!
Come along, Dobie. We'll have to go to the dean now. But I want you to know that was a fine, brave thing that you did. Maynard, why don't you take over as disc jockey and finish the program?
Maynard, do you think you can handle it?
Sure, good buddy. What could I possibly do wrong?
I don't know, Maynard, but you'll think of something.
Like hi, fans and fantasies out there in Radio Land. This is Maynard G. Krebs sitting in for DOBIEGILLIS. I'm going to spin a few putters for you cool cats out there in Listensville. So let's get things rolling with that popular old favorite, the Peter Falk Polka.
phonograph. What are we going to do for music?
Never fear, Zelda's here. I'll see to it that they get music and live.
Fifi, this is your chance. Grab the mic and belt a couple of numbers.
I dig you, Mom.
Take me in your arms and never let me go.
My fella, and I'll never let it go. You've got my fella, and I'll never let him go.
Whisper to me softly while the moon is low.
Never, never let him go. You've got to keep it, but I told you so.
Hold
My
me
fella,
close
now I
and
don't know
tell
what
me
to do.
what
Yes,
I
I want my
want
fella,
to
now I don't know
know.
what to do.
Say
Shouldn't
it to
hurt,
me
I'll let
gently,
him
let
go.
the
You've
sweet
tried to keep him, but I
flow.
told you so.
Come on,
Never
a little
did,
closer.
but I tried, I told you so.
Make love to me.
Wow, what a combo.
The greatest.
They are rather good, aren't they?
Hey, look, Dopey, I know I done wrong, but before they take me away to that big gray rock pile, don't you think we owe it to the music lovers of America to put all this talent on a record?
So we took Zelda and Prudence over to the studio so they could record their song. The policeman even let Eddie Baker come along, sort of his last fling before they put the striped suit on him. And how was the song the girls recorded? Well, I can only tell you that the sound they put out may not have been the Metropolitan Opera, but it was so strange and kooky and different that it was a cinch to be a tremendous hit. I mean, nobody had an idea what they were singing about, so how could they miss?
Zelda and Prudence, take one.
Call out the dogs and let's go hunting. Baby, baby, got my fella and I'll never let him go. Yes, I got my fella and I'll never let him go. Never, never let him go. You tried to keep him, but I told you so. Told me, love me now, don't know what to do. Yes, he told me, love me now, don't know what to do. Shouldn't Lord have let him go. You tried to keep him, but I told you so. Never did, but I tried, I told you so.
Let's fall in love.
Hey, baby, you're a smasheroo.
Zelda, you're the most.
Dollface, honey, will you marry me when I get out of stir?
Zelda, my love, let's make it a double wedding.
Get lost.
What?
We are a red-hot recording duet, gentlemen.
Who needs you bums?
Take me in your arms and never let me
Cut my fella, but I'll never let him go.
Tell me softly when the moon is
Cut my fella, but I'll never let him
Well, Eddie Baker went back to his little maximum security home in the West, where I am happy to report his old room was still waiting for him. He's doing very well now. He has an offer of a fine job when he gets out. Technical advisor on the Untouchables. As for Zelda and Prudence, their record became a big hit, and you can buy it in drugstores and gas stations all over the country. And me? Well, I decided to make one more try at becoming a successful campus disc jockey.
Over my dead buddy. Or is it body?
Man, it was very decent of you to fill in for me while I was gone, but I'm back now, so sayonara and out.
Like no.
Like no.
Like right, I'm through being decent. I want to be the campus QT.
Maynard.
AC? DC? DVD?
Maynard, that's DJ, and it means disc jockey, and what do you want with a job like that?
I'll show you. Like hi, fans out there in lovable radio land, this is Maynard G. Krebs, the voice with pep and personality. Does that answer your question? For our next selection, chosen from this week's top 350 hits, my own personal choice, entitled Lawrence Welk Sings the Best of Dizzy Gillespie. And for all my loyal fans, I will sing and play along with them. Well, it's finders, keepers, losers, whippers.
Maynard, that's finders, keepers. Well, never mind. Just give me the microphone.
No, dope. Ever since I became campus QT, everybody's been calling me Mr. Krebs. Like, hi, Mr. Krebs. Like, greetings, Mr. Krebs.
Thrilling. Now, goodbye, Mr. Krebs.
No, they didn't call my father Mr. Krebs.
So long, Maynard.
My mother, yes. They always called her Mr. Krebs. Now, fans, for our
Maynard.
Hey, give me that.
Hello there, fans and radio